Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancion. I wanted to come and say hello, to wish you a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying this day, for there is a great deal of potential for miracle happening. As we believe things happened, it is part of the great process that we are going through, is to believe in ourselves, believe in our dreams. The highest wisdom for us today is the Ace of Ariel. It is your lucky day. New resources, money, time, support, a change in profession or a promotion. So, it is all there. It is exactly what I was talking about. This potential for anything is possible, to making the impossible possible. What we need to understand is the King of Raphael. Warm, generous, honorable, refined. It's a relationship card as well, this loving relationship that we can bring into reality. It says, yes, you can trust. The capacity to accomplish many things at once. Give free rein to your artistic passion. So here it is the great Neptune, the planet of intuition, the dream, the power of the water that is that communicates all those energies. So it is good to express our emotion so that others we can relate and communicate on that level. What we need to do is the chariot, the archangel Metatron. So it is a powerful gateway, stargate. It says determination and self-control, evolution of career, public recognition of a success. So it is all about making this dream manifest. Is riding this chariot of light as an Apollon. Apollon was riding the chariot of the sun. And here he has this white and black horse, and they're going in the same direction. And so although he could fly within himself, he's got even more power within this vessel. And understanding the body is our vessel. We have to prepare our body to it can transmute into a higher vessel, higher light vessel. Form this is the card of the light body. And so we are working in igniting eventually this light body. The general message as the outcome is the 10 of Gabriel. It says, ask the angels to place capable people to help you on your way. You are working too much. You are always doing too much to satisfy the needs of others or to please others. So it is very important to take care of yourself first, to realize that this is very important to ask, to know that there is, as you ask, it will be given. So we have to ask to receive, and to slow down, to relax, to enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed, so do not overwork yourself. Trust that there is invisible helpers that can take care of all those little details as you take care of whatever is essential within yourself. Whatever call you have within yourself is part of that which makes the process, is what gives meaning to the process. And as time goes on, we let go of lower conditioning. We're becoming free in our mind so that we can reconnect our whole DNA, our whole brain, to become fully enlightened beings so that we can serve and enjoy life. What we need to understand from the Akash, let's say past, present, future. So we have to deal with the old things are gone in many ways. This is the past, and so, but scientists know that the past doesn't really exist and the future doesn't exist. What they don't understand is what the nature of the present is, because the present always move back into the past. As soon as you say, well, this is the present, it's no longer the present, it's already become the past, as the future, always. But all those things, there is within the present the seed of all past, all memories, and all potential, all future. As we move from the present to the presence, we move into this knowledge, this opening within our mind, the possibility for revelation of truth from the spirit realm, from God, from spirit. So what's in the past is the imprisonment, slavery. So we've been it is because we accepted to move into this darkness that we are finding this great truth, this great joy and liberation. So it is part of our past. We have to forgive ourselves for being conditioned, for being limited. Right now we are in the transport. We pulling all those vessels, those cabins. We are the motor, the engine that makes make things evolve. We are staying on track. But what we'll need in the future is to face our fear. For our fears are illusion, but they exist by those who are controlled by. They exist for the need for those who are controlled, that are created by those who are controlled by their fears. And so fears needs to be addressed. How do you address that? There is the cards gives us the advice of spirituality and religion. For when we have to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we can fear no evil if we are with God. So it is the understanding that this spirit presence may be invisible, but it is always there. It is part of the illusion to let us believe that it is not there, and to test our faith and beliefs. And so I wanted to go back very briefly. Well, this card message was interesting for you. I wanted to discuss very briefly to understand that we have all kinds of knowledge, but we have to move this knowledge essence into experience. So it is a path of manifestation. For now, we're living in the 3 and 4th dimension, which is our densities of experience. From the 0 point emerge this multidimensional matrix. From the infinity standpoint, all is one. There is no low or high. Everything is one. But in essence, when we move as an ascending beings, we see that the dimensions are kind of piled up on top of one another. On the bottom, we see the 1st dimension, which is the elemental, the exotic metal, the effervescence of life that makes the cell exist. And then on the 2nd dimension, those dimensions are very vast. They encompass all kinds of realities, in conscious realities. For the mineral kingdom is very, very subtle, but we do not know that in the 1st dimension. But in the 2nd dimension, we can easily recognize beings that live in the 2nd dimension, such as animals. Animals do not have the choice. They are following their true nature. As Descartes used to say, the animals are closer to the true nature than man, because man can doubt its nature when animal cannot. And so they are in the 2nd dimension. There is also, of course, the little children are in the 2nd dimension before they come into the realization of that the external world, the world of senses, is the adopted reality. Before that, before 3 years old, they are in the 2nd dimension. The organs also are part of the 2nd dimension. There are groups of billions of cells that are coming together to serve a very specific function that is connected to our DNA. And then the 3rd dimension is the ego reality, that the ego personally recognize real as the world of senses, yet all of this is not really all that real, as we will come to eventually realize, as it is always in transformation, when the reality is permanent, what is the 5th dimension. So in essence, to reach that 5th dimension, we need to go through the 4th dimension. The 4th dimension is the realm of emotion, the realm of thoughts, the realm of dreams. It's also the place where we go after we pass on, after we leave a physical body. We are reorganized in the 4th dimension, and there is a great book that speaks about that. It's a poet named Dante Alighieri. In the Divine Comedy, he goes through this lower astral plane, which calls hell, and eventually reach the light, which is in the middle, and then eventually find this paradise, this heaven, which is the upper part of the 4th dimension. So all those things, the 4th dimension is a research. There is more than the sensory experience that we discover within the dream realm, but then that which we seek in the 4th dimension is we found in the 5th dimension. We resolve. There is a resolution, a crystalline resolution of eternal understanding that crystallizes the consciousness. Then above that, there is a 6th dimension, which is like the 4th dimension, a transition dimension, where there is an exploration of many timelines, and eventually we find the apex resolution in the 7th dimension, the ascended master realm above the galactic planes, where and then we can open the portals of infinity, move into the 8th dimension, connect to our monad, our greater soul family, then move into the 9th dimension, which is the plane that direct the flow of life. From the 9th dimension, everything is directed in relationship to the plans of God, and the apex in the 10th dimension, which is the radiant light dimension. But we'll learn that we live in a 12-dimensional matrix. But for now, we have to move above the world of plain understanding of sense of time and space, and move back into the now, the eternal now of the eternal nowness of time. And for that, art is very precious because it can crystallize an image that can last through time. And so in oneness, we have to understand time is a separator. It separates people and event, but it was created for experience. But in a sense, once we understand that matter, energy, and thoughts are one thing, then we become able to modify the conditioning of reality. It is something I'm working on. Once I'll resolve that equation, I will be able to make more demonstration. But for now, I just wanted to present it as a as a theory. And so understand that light, we want to move into the sphere of light to understand that true nature is the light. And so, but light can enlighten, it can clarify, it can open ourselves to wonders, but it can also blind us. So it is about calibration. All the truths are within the eye of the beholder. All beauty, all truth, all goodness is in relationship to our consciousness. So always take care of ourselves first to be in this state of well-being. Then from there, we can expand this well-being. I wanted to show this. I'm sorry I closed this window because there was a reflection of the glass. I wanted to show this. This is part of a series of portraits. I did a talk about portraits the other day. So we were like, it's a simple piece on paper. It's probably one of the most successful of the whole series. I was taking some class. It was an art class that was right close to my house. It was from the École des Beaux-Arts. So I could work with a model. Of course, there were students. For me, it was just working with a model. So I did hundreds of those nudes and portraits, and some of them are very successful. Some of them are not finished. I'm going to organize them. Maybe I'll show you. This one is called the Woman in Yellow. I really like that one. So I'm going to finish with a little song. It's something that went through my head just to finish in music. Before I do that, I wanted to show a little bit a resolution of another painting. It's a painting that it's an interior, but I realized that it was a tribute to a great artist named Picasso and a specific painting called Les Demoiselles d'Avignon. Les Demoiselles d'Avignon is a large painting, cubist from 1907, I believe, and there is those African women wearing masks. And for those who do not know, Avignon, it's called the Demoiselles d'Avignon, the women of Avignon, because in Barcelona, the red light district was called the Rue d'Avignon, the streets of Avignon, and so those were like the local prostitutes. And here it's like I feel like it's a tribute to Picasso. I feel like those three women are like they're in red and they're wearing masks, and the guy, I'm not really decided yet what is going to become. And there's going to be the wall is going to change color here. It's going to become here. There's a fireplace and all kinds of this painting on all the way here is really, really pretty from me. So I got to catch up on all those things. There's all kinds of things that will happen on the painting. There's sometimes they're like visual enigmas, puzzles. It's kind of interesting. It's a good challenge. I'm gonna finish with this song. It's a love song. It's called the Unchained Melody. It goes like this. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch, a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, in the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch, a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Thank you very much. I just wanted to finish in music. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this day. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.